Peace and blessings, and welcome back to our series, Reborning Honey. We have moved forward with applying the skin tone layers. We left off with the highlighting of the midface, and now we are going with our brown color going around the face, highlighting, and we went around the back of the head, the neck, to get these colors. We did the ears, the outer part of the ears, okay, to blend these colors in around the face because we want to maintain the highlight and to just have this beautiful, beautiful skin tone. So we are going around and we are taking our time to do this. There's no rush. We're seeking to have a beautiful, beautiful baby. Honey is going to have a rich complexion. She's going to have a beautiful, rich brown tone complexion. And we are just building it up little by little, little by little. We are taking our time to do this. There's no hurry, no hurry at all. I'm liking her complexion and how the highlight to her face, we kind of make it a little bit of a, somewhat of a circle to get that highlight. And so we go around. Have you been able to look at the community tab area where we have things posted that would be of interest to you? Also, the community tab, you are also able to make some posts. If you are reborning dolls yourself, I would like to see your work in there, your process that you are undergoing, and let me know if there's anything here that we are doing that is helpful, has been helpful, because I do get comments telling me that, and that is very encouraging. Okay. It looks a little crazy because why? We have not finished yet. She looks very much two-toned. Very much two-toned. Okay. So we are just continuing to build up the color. Okay. Now we are going to go over her hands again and her arm. We're going to take our smaller brush and we are going in to the finger area, the area. Okay, we are going to remember the border of the finger. The border are going around the palm of the hand. Okay, so we want to be certain that we maintain that. And we are going around little by little, little by little. That's one of the things that really adds to the realism, is having the borders of the fingers and the palm um, in a realistic kind of way. I find that me using the smaller brushes helps me a lot, along with pouncing with the cosmetic wedge, the Swiss and having almost nothing on my brush as I'm going in, and I'm kind of following the previous outline on the finger that we did. And so I'm going to take the little Wet and Wild shadow brush, eyeshadow brush, which is helpful. You know, a lot of times makeup brushes really work well when you're reborning. They get into the areas that you need very nicely. I am enjoying reborning more than I can actually put into words. I really am. I focus, I think about reborning all the time and what I can do that might be different or better, or, you know, something that could add to realism, you know. So, something that I really do enjoy a lot, along with my other crafts, the press-on nails, the lip glosses, the cuticle oils. I have a lot of different interests, and I've posted shorts on that, and I also have it in the community tab. These items are made by yours truly, and they are organic, and I know you would absolutely love them. I know you would. Everyone who has used them are repeat. They come for more and more and more. The press-on nails are my own designs. I make long, short, extra long. I do make some custom nails, and then I also primarily make nails that are ready to wear, and they are very nice. They are very nice. I have an Instagram, the Legacy Nails, Beauty and Health, where I have them listed. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. I wear my own products as well. So it is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's enjoyable. It's nice to have interests that, bring you joy, that can express your creative side, where you can do something that is just nice and it brings you joy and it also brings others joy. I've made some absolutely beautiful character nails. Very nice character nails. I didn't do anything for this particular holiday season that we're in. I have been focusing so much on the reborns that I didn't do anything extra with the nails for this particular time of year. Getting around the hand, making sure that the thumb, the pinky is distinct from the palm of the hand. And you just have to work on maintaining that border and kind of trying to make sure that you feather it so that it looks nicely blended. Not a harsh line, but just nicely blended. So our honey has a beautiful, coming across with a beautiful complexion that we are building up slowly. We did our foundation layers, which were a very pale tan color. Then we did 2 layers of that, and then we went in with our nutmeg type color, which is a beautiful, rich cafe con leche type color that is just so beautiful. And now we are going in with our custom blend number 4. This is a combination of a number of colors that I mixed to come up with this color that I thought would be nice. And that's the one thing about art, is that you can create things that are individual to you and to what it is that you like and what you think others may like. And it's a lot of fun. Mixing colors is something that you end up doing when you're reborning, especially if you're reborning melanated dolls. You have to oftentimes come up with colors and blends that work and give you the shift in the skin tone that you would like, that will create that bit of realism, where your doll does not look flat, you know. And the modeling does help a lot with giving the skin some dimension. Let's see if you can see some of the modeling kind of showing through, and it appears as veins. And we can see how nice the fingers, the nails are looking, the fingers, how we outlined them. And I see one that the nail has a little bit of brown color on it, so we want to get that off. We want that off. And it's important to continue to check your work so that you can make sure you don't have any pooling or anything that's not supposed to be there. Like I see a little bit of pooling here. And no matter how careful you are, something can happen. That's why I keep the some distilled water where I can do a little bit of cleanup and refining. And if need be, at the end, I can go in with clean up with a little bit of alcohol to kind of do that. And that I find is also helpful because I've not perfected a technique at this point. So every doll that I am creating, I'm using something slightly different, a different slightly different technique with each doll. So eventually, it is my hope that I would find a technique that, is very good. Her palms look so nice. She really does look very nice. Very nice. Fingers. And you can see the border on the hand. You see? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the foot, one foot and leg on camera, and then the other I will do off camera. Okay, here is this leg. Looks pretty good, and we have to perfect that border on the foot. Okay. Always got to remember to stir your paint because it will settle and separate. And you do want consistent color. You do want that. So I tried to have very little on my brush. And I'm going around the border, the medial side of the foot. I'm going around that border area and just trying to get it where it looks realistic where the border is. And then I'm going on the lateral side, the outside portion of, and then just trying to make sure that I'm going around the small toe in a realistic way. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to go across the instep of the foot, the toes. Okay. And then we are definitely going to pounce out so that we can have a soft type blend around the border of the foot, because that's what we want, a nice border, not anything harsh, but a very nice border. You see the color? Yeah. Nice, 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 nice. I look at the work myself and I'm pleased because I can see different aspects of the art come into life, which is so gratifying. It's like, wow, it's extremely gratifying to see. And then when the Reborn is complete, seeing how realistic they look, just wow, it's just really, really amazing. It's really amazing that you can take a kit, a blank kit, some paints, and with some time, patience, you can create a unique work of art that can bring you or someone else joy. It's so amazing. I mean, it really is amazing to me that we're able to do this. It's just so amazing. It's amazing. And I'm being sure to blend the colors into one another so that there's no harsh, no harsh lines. And I'm blending everything. And I'm pouncing with this Swiss spurs, which gives that look of skin. And I'm patting off any excess. So, because you don't want any buildup of paint. You want it to be just nice and smooth. See that beautiful coloring? She almost looks like she has on a sock, but I'm just showing you the color. As I go up, I'm doing little by little, little by little. I want to take the smaller brush and go into the back of the leg, right here, and here, here. And what I am going to do is I'm going to take this small brush and blend these colors, blend this together nicely. And I'm using the circular motion that I always mention. And I'm being mindful that I'm blending where I'm blending. You see? Now I'm going to go around the other area that I have not painted. And I can see that pretty well because the other area that is done looks like skin. So I can see the difference. And I know where I left off at because I try to have a system as to how I'm painting. You know, I try to break the kit down into, or the limbs into sections so that I'm able to focus and to get the coverage, the depth nicely. We're on part 4. Did you enjoy the prior 3 parts of the Honey series? We're moving right along. We're moving right along. One of the things that is really important is when you are painting to be certain that you get the very top of the kit, because sometimes where you're holding the kit, you might forget to go around that area, and that area will not be painted and it won't look good. So you have to take your time and inspect your own work to be sure that you've covered every aspect of the kit. And you'll figure out a way to hold the limbs and the heads so that you are able to paint and get every portion of the kit. The limbs are, different shapes and what have you. And you try to hold it from the flange so that you have the leverage that you need. And when I'm talking about getting around, I'm talking about this area right here. You want to be certain because that's going to be visible from the body of the kit, the body. So you want to make sure that that is painted as well. So we have this beautiful chocolate complexion, and you see it has dimension because we did the underpainting and we did the modeling. So we have some dimension with this kit. So it's coming along quite nicely. So we just did the head and we did one arm and we did one leg on camera. So I'm going to do the remaining limbs off camera and I will be back. This is what our honey is looking like at this time. We have gone around her face again with our number 4 color. We are going around the perimeter to continue to darken up the perimeter and to maintain the highlight in the middle, the mid face. Her limbs look good. We are continuing working on her limbs, her color. You can see the beautiful skin color. And you can see some of the modeling, which looks like veins coming through. And you can see the way the palm looks, the borders of the fingers, the border of the thumb, the nails. Okay, you see that. And you can see her legs, what I call her cankles. And you see the borders of the skin around her feet, her toes. Okay, you see. So we will come back with additional work on our lovely, lovely honey. She's coming along quite nicely. Tell me, what do you think of our honey? Tell me, what do you think? She's coming along quite nicely. Quite nicely. Look at those toenails. Okay. Well, please do like, comment, subscribe, and share. Continue following the series and look at other videos on the channel. Enjoy your day. Stay safe. Peace and blessings.